We have some narrow, winding country lanes around here, and a few weeks ago I was walking along and I heard the distinctive buzz of a four-wheeled all-terrain vehicle, one of those little things. I don't think you can drive them on the highway, but they go in pretty much anywhere else. Anyway, I heard the sound of this thing, and a moment later it streaked by me, going at about 4 times the speed limit, which on our little country lane is 15 miles an hour. Now the rider was in his early 20s, and he must have had that youthful conviction that he was indestructible, because he was standing up on the stirrups, and he wasn't wearing any safety equipment, not even a helmet. And as you might guess, he was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. So I watched him disappear around a blind corner, and I muttered to myself, "Idiot." Well, it suddenly dawned on me that it wasn't doing him any good to identify him as an idiot. In fact, it wasn't doing anybody any good. It certainly didn't help me. Pardon me. I'd seen that he was behaving unwisely, so who was I informing about his poor judgment when in my mind I said, "Idiot"? And why work myself up? He was already gone. These are some good questions, but they're not that easy to answer. This kind of habitual brain noise afflicts most people. If its source and its destination were obvious, wouldn't people just turn it off? After all, it wastes energy, and it increases stress. Anyway, so this ATV, as the sound of it faded into the distance, and the last echo of it bounced off the mountains, I became annoyed, but not at him. This time I was annoyed at my own mind. In particular, I took exception with a part of my mind that wanted to be informed whenever an idiot was spotted. Well, I was pretty frustrated with my own stupidity, so I conducted an impromptu experiment. One part of my mind said to another part, "I don't want to speak to you." I'll leave it up to you to imagine which part was speaking to which, or exactly what it was that was going on in my mind. But I'll tell you, a minute later, the same guy, the same death-defying ATV rider, came tearing around the corner, coming back the other way. Well, I leaped to the side of the road, and I observed his speed is far faster than normal traffic, and I was surprised that he didn't flip over when he went into the next corner. But as he disappeared from view, I recalled having once exclaimed an idiot, but I didn't call him an idiot in my mind. I just observed. Now, was this just some silly mind game I was playing with myself? Maybe. But there was a quietness inside, and it didn't require any kind of maintenance. I wasn't impressed by how quiet it was. It was just quietness. And this quietness persisted for about an hour while I chatted online with some idiots. Except they weren't idiots for the first 55 minutes or so. Then suddenly they were idiots again. And that means I'm an idiot. Well, there you have it.